Until the day we meet again, I will hold on to you and the memory of your skin. Yeah, I can't feel anymore. Oh, slow down, 'cause I don't want to go. Slow down, 'cause I don't want to. Slow down, 'cause I don't want to. Slow down, 'cause I don't want to. Slow down, 'cause I slow down, 'cause I slow down, 'cause I don't want to.
Alright, sorry guys. Oy, oy, oy. What is going on here, huh? Why are my frames suddenly taking the shit, huh? Let me go and do this. Alright, how you all doing tonight? Hope you're all having a good night. So, sorry if I'm streaming a little bit later than I usually do, guys. So the reason that is because I recently started working again. I literally started training today, and so I can't do my usual midday, early morning streams like how I would be. Now, I don't know what the timing is going to be for the rest of my schedules. So just keep an eye out, because if I do say something, I probably will let you guys know ahead of time. I still have no idea how to post on Reddit. Pale moon in the sky. The moon, no, it is you who should gaze upon the moon. It will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior's word. Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. God, if that isn't like every episode of Dragon Ball Z ever, and I don't know what is. Okay, October 14th, Wright and Company Law fixes. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Now watch it with me, it's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. Okay, hang on, I gotta pick something. I don't know if you guys can probably see it. It's irritating the hell out of me. There we go. There we go. Probably should stop playing games that like have subtitles in the bottom, because most of my thing takes up like... Maybe I should fix that again. There we go. Can't really see everything else, but at least you can see the subtitles. Anyway, where was I? Silver Samurai. Really worry about kids these days. Well, I mean, there's a lot worse to, you know, have kids worried about. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Month passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Isn't that always like the big deal? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. That is very loud in my ears. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what's going on? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh, you mean that guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No! I mean, he did it! Actually, he did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. That can be taken as a phrasing, but I'll let it slide. Absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Company law offices. Wright's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kid show Steel Samurai. Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Company law offices. What? Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They had the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? Just... I love that little like... that little face she's making. Okay. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Man, he looks like Wolverine. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he's definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Wow. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no! This is getting off to a great start. I was about to say that, Nick. I know. I know you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no! Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. Guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of Steel Samurai now. Ah! Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Weren't you just about to, like, write him off as, like, the murderer? He didn't do it. Alright, let's talk. What happened? Alright, what happened? Yeah. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. When 5 around came, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying crumpled in a heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me what the Steel Samurai is. How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Now. No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of neo-old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. I think I might have skipped over something by accident. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Let's see. Neo-old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? I mean, he's not wrong with, like, you know, JRPGs. They just toss a whole bunch of words together. You know, Final Fantasies, Advent Children. What else is it? There's a whole bunch of them. Like, I think they said this on, like, the Gumball, where it's like, you know, the equivalent is like wearing a Hawaiian shirt, a top hat, and ski boots. Which kind of does explain how, do you have an alibi? Where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to studios at 9. We worked through the action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5, I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder, some action hero. Oh, the kids think. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Yep, 100% she's gonna ask for, 100% she's gonna ask for the autograph. Global Studios, main gate. Meow. Who does she look like? For a second, she looks like someone. She looks like that old lady from, the Aristocrats. You want in? You gotta get through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. Wait, an old bag like you is security? And it's my job to make sure the gawkers stay like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Yesterday, something horrible. Jesus, I'm not gonna... That's not me. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen who you're being spoken to. Use today. Can you tell me about Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen with that. Believe me. Little ladies watching it would lose their lunch. Wow. God, what a bitch. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know it? I know everything, that's my job. So, what do you do here at the studios? Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy? The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew! Jack Hammer will live in the hearts of many as the ultimate action hero. You're simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? There was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. If you want to go to the studio, you had to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 and the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, and you can bet your biscuits on it. It's about time for you to be heading home. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll let you in. Okay, so I gotta go talk to Will. Hello, how's the studio? They all think I did, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Okay, let's talk and see if we can get a letter of request. What about the security lady at the main gate of the studio? Oh, security lady? She's terrible. She caught me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, her words, I believe. She said that to all the bigwigs at the studio. But you let her see you stumble and she'll never let up on you. Do you think you could write a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Sleeping, okay. So we gotta get past this old lady. Take that! Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Hmm? Yes, I recognize the bold childish scrawl. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. And only to the left from here, toward the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one to the right side, pal. Were my instructions. Good detective told him himself. Hey, Nick. There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. That's a 50 cents a piece, thank you. God, that face. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! God, that face of hers. Okay, October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Aren't you that murder from the other day? Hey, pal, you know that Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset. It's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So yeah, that's not my fault. If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Wow. I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know in the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Oh, hey, you can't just go saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. He said he's a character, alright. Let's see, why wasn't Surprise arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other victim in the... there was no one other than the studio and the victim. Victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. How's the investigation going? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Yeah, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions, right? So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Okay. Yes. Oh, nope. The security lady. About that security lady. That sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Sweet? When I showered her in my bed, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? Well, that her photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. Yeah, who took that? See the camera up on the gate there? Yeah, that one. Yeah, whenever someone walks by it, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Yeah, Key has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh! We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Wherever you like. Of course, you're not going anywhere, any clues I haven't found already. Let's look. Hey, there's a camera here. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. ST1307. Studio mascot. That's supposed to be a monkey? Looks like kind of busted. Yeah. The wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. I think the tree took the tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell over. That's where Studio 2 used to be. They don't use it now. Studio Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they wanted to keep non-employees out. Gotta talk to this lady. Nick, look! A security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all the cops like their donuts. Man, they're soft, so she doesn't need teeth to chew through them. Hey, you! Are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my heart. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Huh? Oh, that? I just thought it would be worth doing to talk to a detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, to the left here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's just my job to check the photos every day, you see. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's an automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with the details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before I go in home, I do. This guard station is central position. No matter what you can go, you pass by my station first. He thinks I was joking. Da-da-da. He's the bearded samurai. Da-da-da. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrates is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Yeah, runs. Let's see. Da-da-da. Probably use it to carry around equipment. Let's see, go into the employee area. October 16th. Da-da-da-da. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. The grass is frosted. I can't see inside. So normal. I was expecting cool theme snacks like popcorn at least. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Okay, let's look around. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. What else do they keep in a film studio? Yeah. Veins of yesterday's lunch scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone of on one of the plates, minus the steak. Second someone when it comes to steaks. A woman after my own heart. Will Powers. A souvenir. Oh my god. Let's go into the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping, or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap in here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Let's look at this bag he has under here. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard. This must be Powers. Says Studio 1. Oh, we can use that to get into the... We can use that to get into the place, so we can use that to get in the other studio. This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Let's try this on. Man, she's really into this show. Makeup. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. That must be good. These employees some tea and cookies. Yeah, you just ate. Separate stomachs for sushi. So that's 3 stomachs? Some regular suits in the costume. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were wearing one on yourself already. Wait, one of the costumes is missing. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like the window doesn't open much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Okay, that's all we can find here. So we gotta go back. outside Studio 1. There we go. Yeah, why is she so upbeat? Inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Let's look around. They outlined the where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. The body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looked like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stabbing to have at least a few blood stains. Guess the costume absorbed most of it. Wow, look at that camera. It must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Well, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Oh, it's, sorry, my partner is kinda, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Ooh, me? I'm the assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP. He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. So let's examine some stuff. Ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. What? This girl is out there. That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. A slate, and look, a megaphone, a real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl's more trouble than I thought. Okay. What's this? That's reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. It's more of a mirror board. What is all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Is that everything that we can examine? That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from here? Not Old Tokyo, Neo Tokyo. Alright, could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Oh, yeah, that's pretty big. Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, if it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? Kinda, no. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. Sorry. I do know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. No, I don't know about that, but after that day, afternoon, I said someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? Someone had to come in here. Let's go put that security man on the spot. And if you send someone over here, the regular film crew, I think doesn't cut as a listed. Okay, let's go talk to the studio, the old lady. Alright, October 16th. We even haven't even got your name. You're just the old bag. You look like as you've seen ghosts. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers is the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks someone was from outside of here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? God, that face. Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays. Running... Okay. Calm down, lady. Calm down. She left. Now we can check the computer. Is your password the same as my luggage? Yeah, let's try it. Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Looks like the camera turned on that way, that day. I was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. It was 370, I think? There, entered. Nothing happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was 307. There, entered. Printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one that wears that suit. Guess that explains the security thought it was him. I noticed it already. Something's printed on the back. At 2 p.m. What does that mean? Maybe there's more than one photo from that day. That's the only one on the computer. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Why do I have to be the bad guy? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had an idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really was a security lady. I can already tell because the pants on that thing, the pants on the costume are like dragging on the ground. Let's go and save it. Sorry if I'm a little low energy today, guys. Had a pretty good day at work, but I also went to the gym. So I'm a little tired right now. This is 2 days afterwards. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Very well, I'd like to move on to the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See, here is the employee area. The actors will run through their action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security guard lady works here was at 1 p.m. that day. Past that security station there is a gate, see? Past that gate are our studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the production assistant. The production staff were all in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was at 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest as the murder weapon. That is the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval! Samurai spear was added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Ugh! What the hell? Even Edgeworth is like put off on that. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag. Wait, her name is literally Oldbag? Oh my god, lady, shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up! Even the judge is like, yeah. It's so weird to hear like Edgeworth like off his game from like a witness. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone had to pass by you. May begin your testimony. Alright, let's hear her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Old Jack Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since this morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interestingly, because a certain man walked past me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then, huh? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Let's see. Papa had some errands to run that morning. Papa. You were at the main gate until then 5. How do you know that it happened at 2:30? How did you know that? That overly dressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and we talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Yeah, gumshoe. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? This is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. There we go. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo Old Tokyo. This old bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see the powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role as Steel Samurai. But that does not mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. No one in this court is accusing that Mr. Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, we do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, is it? Of course I have proof. What? Even Edgeworth is surprised? How has that happened? Please make it known information all... How was I supposed... Well... How was I so... to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't good as evidence, pal. He didn't give me a second look. Oh, old windbag has even left Edward speechless. She's good. Yeah, let's hear about your so-called proof. I never said anything. I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of those props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. You gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never say anything I don't, ba-ba-ba. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Still, you can't look at the picture and say it is Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. Let's check it. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. What? Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Well, she was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Hey, what prop? He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. That is... The break in the shaft had been mended with duct tape. Let me see. I think we've heard enough. There's one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyway, that is not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that is right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We'll keep talking possibilities. But we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. No one in this photo can see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have been the killer, Mr. Hammer. Then allow me to remove doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. God, this lady's like more bipolar than Miss May. And Miss May is like the character who was in like the previous episode. She was like a lady with pink hair, and she act all sweet, and then she would flip on a dime if I pressed her for stuff. No one else went there. So nobody else in the studio. All right, let's check. Are you absolutely sure? What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Can we use this? Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going had to bypass the witness. Edgy boy. Old windbags have a... Okay, so... But somebody did go by. There we go. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So whenever anyone appears, it automatically takes a picture. Yes, and here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. If you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means the photo was taken on... Actually, I knew that too. The issue is the bit where it says photo number 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be number 1 if it's the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what this means, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no, not 1, but 2 people were in the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security guard, lady herself. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. And the witness explained this to the court. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Sorry, had some tacos earlier. I think space got to me. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, oh soul bag? That's right! I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. I suppose you could put it that way. Ay, ay, ay. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos, record on the security computer, and check them. I throw away any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out a photo that day. This old bag, that's the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, begin the cross-examination. The other person. How exactly to determine what isn't suspicious looking? She didn't even guard the fiber powder, her old bitch, right? How you doing today, Andrew? For the most part, this is a murder trial, Miss Old Bag. I didn't touch that suspicious Will Powers photo, did I? Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. Sorry. It leads outside. Well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? Told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, there was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order, order! Let me get this straight. We saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be at about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, but we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be impossible for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Rick, what's going on? If the boy was there, that would make him a suspect. Man, they're already trying to unsuspect him. Court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. How you doing tonight, Andrew? Hope you're doing good. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone? You're tired? Same. I just had a long day at work. I started training today. And we're actually going to start training tomorrow. That's why I decided to do this instead of like another Crash Bandicoot Platinum Relic run. I couldn't imagine anyone want to steal Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone that could have conceivably done this. And it'll take them as long to shoot us down that we can get another day. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Tried watching the Relic Rage video, but it was super choppy. Like, it's a whole stream, not like a... That's just a replay of my stream. I don't know what's going on with my internet lately. Like, sometimes when I start up stream, it'll be like, it just drops a lot of frames. Like, right now I'm at... I don't know, maybe it's something going on. Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio is a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do may not be hard evidence. I call for a verdict of guilty and the defense disagrees. Trying to put it on for background noise? Okay, I appreciate it. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed the murder? The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. That's the only person who knew, then Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. That security lady Oldbag. Whippersnapper. Order, order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal a Steel Samurai costume and slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go to the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew that the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent detective reading, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edward pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up on an ejection and some damning new evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Betrayed by your own lawyer. Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. That's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this a whole new way. The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast down Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Why would I do something so poor? Why would I do something so horrible to poor Mr. Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. I did it. Now the windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Just wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. I have proof. Indeed? Well, then let's see, Mr. Proof. Keycard? The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a keycard to enter Studio 1. How can a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a keycard? There we go. We got her. We finally got her. Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Oh my god, I barely got it. Her name is Wendy Oldbag. Wendy Oldbag. I just barely got that. Boy, I'm freaking tired as hell. I'm not gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? You mean wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people in the studio that day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. And if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not gonna let them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to keep my trap shut, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Alright, so let's press her about this. So you're ordered and told not to talk. That's right, but the studio, the bigwig TV. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio. There you go. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Well, I'm surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer about lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. Just shooter, right? The path where the monkey head was falling. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue? Just gut the old bag like the smelly fish. This old bag. This is a trial for murder. I think I've asked all the questions. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. And yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hope that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Edgeworth does not look happy. Ends the proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. October 18th, 1 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Don't thank me yet. Or should I, we'll be going to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial's witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-exam. So Nick, have you figured out who was in that sealed costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying some time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy to take the pressure off Mrs. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Now, let's get down to the studios. Now, I really do like this game. I know a lot of people don't really usually like the visual novel type deals, but I like this one because it makes me think, use my deductive reasoning. Like how stuff is going to proceed. And I think my stream dropped quality. Yep. Yep, my stream dropped like hella frames right there. Why is my stream dropping frames? I don't do anything to it. Maybe I have to double check what's going on behind the scenes. So you think Will Powers got a chance? Depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. October 18th. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Let's move. So let's check the employee area. October 18th, Global Studios. It's that assistant girl. Hey! Oh, there she is. It's WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh, actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on props and all, the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Well, I'm sure that these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Alright, let's look around. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent, but I don't think it would fit if I try to put it back on. So the fanboy we're talking about in the trial today. He came through that drain? So it seems. I guess I covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick! Hey Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? Why, do you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, is she serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. The things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now, let's look around. What's this old bike doing here? Electrical powered bike. People get... Yeah, what's the point of like an electric bicycle if like bikes are like, in theory, meant for you to pedal them? Okay, looks like that's everything I can look at here. Oh, hello. You look like a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Let's see, I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producers are a real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for the producer. Producer, huh? Do you think kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think that there's many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You used to see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. The studios. So how are the studios doing? They won't even let me clean up. They don't want me disturbing evidence. Let's see. Say, you work on props, right? About that murder weapon. The samurai spear. Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having you carrying that thing around. So you have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only one I can think of? Could you take a look at this? Alright, let's look around. So, outside Studio 1, I'm going to want to go to Studio 2. Hey Nick, it looks like the Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. He's probably up to his neck in the paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? If it's down that path of the fallen tree, right? Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Alright, outside Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious, you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have the key? No, but there's probably one at the guard station. There we go. Wait, can't I get through there, through, was it studio? Get to the employee area? Let's look around. Let's go inside the dressing room. What the fuck? Who are you dudes? What the fuck? Who the hell are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? Okay, that's a pretty good pun for a name. I make the elite shows. The Steel Samurai Mine. RTFC, read the film critics. Wait, you know him, Maya? You look so sorry. Oh no, quite alright, really. It's fine. ROFL. What is it? You know, on closer inspection... yeah, hot. Ugh. Hey, did you do that cosplay? Cause that costume are so... Ugh. Rocks? Huh? Buffer over on that. You surrendered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Old Warrior, Tokyo, Old Tokyo. ROFLMAO. Princess? Why has it gotta be little old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? I really need to talk about cool. Now, let's talk to this dude. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The security lady already told you about us, huh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through of that action scene in the morning. We had a meeting from the lunchtime in Studio Traders too. Yes, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Yeah, that's hard to talk like that. Yeah, suckers. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suckers mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4. With the producers, some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, the meeting gives him an alibi. God, it's hard to do that, but about the producer who was in the meeting, you mean Dave Access? She's a genius. Mad skills. All the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible to make Steel Samurai. Got it. That's hurting my voice. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon until 4 the whole time. Who exactly are these big wigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network, some sponsors, and a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. All of them with you at the entire time. Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd be reliable witnesses. This is WP, right? How could you know? Well, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, this is the director? Wolfman found on Mars. I had to buy those issues. Alright, let me see. Oh, you ate the snacks? They're past their expiration date anyway. Whoa! How did you get out? You certainly got back to your post quick. The police took me away, they did. You pulled me out a steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? This lady's too much. Let's see, I gotta do something here. Where can I move to? Outside Studio 1? See, light band, Wait, you don't have a driver's license? Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing on the plates here. There's always room for a steak. That's true. Hello. That thing's bent. Let's see. Let's look around. So it looks like that's everything I can look in here. Okay, let's move around out to Studio 1. Let's check Studio 1. I really don't want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. Let's look around. Hey, that box wasn't open before. Okay, let's check. Studio main gate. About that kid you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. But the director who is, So let's see here. Okay, I can talk to him again. You can say that again. Do you have any leads that might lead us in the right direction? Let's see, let's talk. Do fanboys sneak into the theater often? Not that I know of. Security lady's pretty strict with them. And today's testimony, didn't she say they were hanging around? The kids really love Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. It was director president, he was directing how Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrates should move. Well, the studio asked us to keep quiet. I hate to remiss myself, as near as a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? Oh, I sure hope not. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? It's heavy. That spear, it's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that spear broke something during the morning's run-through. Yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Regarding this photograph, yes? It's not at you. I was sleeping. Customers in your dressing room. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. Okay, well, let's look around. Is there anywhere else I can go to? Okay, let's check and see if we can steal a key. Not much else we can do here, other than investigate the van. So we can go back to the office. What to do? Okay, let's see how we're gonna get into there. She won't let us through. Okay, let's move. The only place that we can really go is Detention Center in the employee area. Oh, hey, there's the fanboy. Hey, wait! I bet he came right through that drain. Hey, Kitty, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way I talk to an adult. I don't see no adult here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Heck, I think I'm being mocked. My hands are mine. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kitty again and I'll cut you right down where you stand, you will do her. You heard about the incident the other day. You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no one might tell you, losers. What? Wait, let me go. He's gone. Huh, something fell off the table when he bumped onto it his way here. A bottle? Why was this sitting here, I wonder? Empty bottle slipped in the pocket. Weed sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Okay, now I get it. Let's see. Let's see, let's move. Huh? Oh, she went off to catch the kid. Stop, whippersnapper! Yes, I'll let you chase after that kid. There we go. Now we can get the key, go into the producer's room. The trailer key. Yeah, we're gonna borrow it. Make some copies, distribute to friends and family. Move. Outside Studio 2. Slide. I'm gonna examine. There we go. Now we have the key. Alright, let's go inside. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers and, let's see. Okay, guys, I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom really, really badly. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys. You gotta go, you gotta go. And who might you be? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, she's the one that, like, said... About the director, Salmonella, wasn't it? What's actually his role here? I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. We'd like to ask you about Steel Samurai. It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. But Day of the Murder. Ms. Vasquez, script. Script. I'm looking for a script. The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. I need to read it. I'm getting nowhere fast. If you see Manila, give him this. This is just like being on a film set. The producers. Let's look around, make sure. Man, they have all kinds of samurai. The Singing Samurai, Samurai Summer. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Dynamite Samurai. Okay, outside Studio 2. We move there. Outside Studio 1. Studio main gate. Then we go over here to the employee area. Move inside the employee area. And we present. Here, I got this from the producer. Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. My ass is pwned if I don't find it. Okay, let's look for this thing. Where would he have been? So he only would have been in the studios, right? Studio main gate. He wouldn't have been in the dressing room, so he probably was in Studio 1. There it is. I wasn't looking at this deal. There it is. There it is. Now we can get info out of the producer. Kind of crazy that they have you go through like all this. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to Dee Vasquez. You're not gonna talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Powers lawyers. Am I a suspect? No, I just will know, but... Yes, let's talk about the day of the murder. You know where there was a meeting here at noon, yes? With the director and people from the network, correct? Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. The path was blocked. The path? Because of the tree? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? The monkey with the broken head. Oh right, that. What an original name. That does not look like a monkey in the slightest. Look at that. Its head fell over on the wind, in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 that the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here and the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30, thus none of us could have been gone on Studio 1. A crane came here just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure that they'd corroborate my story. But the head fell over after 2:30, then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, time of death. Very well, come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it would announce the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, ook, ook. And always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 15 minutes before the murder. The path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammond died at the studio at 2:30. See? Goodbye. So what do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone else who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Shouldn't we try and see if we can find that fanboy? Is he here? No, it looks like he just booked it. October 18th. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Oh, is he there? You got 1 lead. Mia! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. What did you have 1 lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know, he didn't seem like he can help us at all. Let's see, where will we find the kid? There we go, let's talk to him. He probably knows. Okay, not here. Man, she's huffing. What's wrong? I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran off. A trade, huh? Let's see if I find. What if I give her the key back? This old bag? I'm borrowing this, just so you know. Hey, that's a card. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. I'd like to visit, he died. I was his fan. Don't you have a card of your own? Studio 1 isn't my turf. Let me borrow it then? Let me head over to Studio 1. See if I missed anything over there. Okay. Doesn't look like it missed anything. Let's see if I can move. Hopefully the kid's still around here. So I can talk to him, get him whatever. There he is. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah. His name's Cody Hatkins. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you like to mind helping us out, please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not sure I'm so qualified. Steel Samurai is cool. I think he's the bomb. Ha! What will a layman like you know about Steel Samurai? Hey, what's that attitude? Okay, so I gotta go all the way back and give her the key card. Doesn't look like there's anything I could get there anyway. There we go. Lend her the key card. Listen to me, Sonny. Don't like having no decimal whippersnappers. Take this and we're even, deal? A Steel Samurai trading card. Hobbling to the studio. Wait, hobbling to the studio. Into the dressing room. Present the kid with the card. Now he'll talk to us. Cody is looking familiar? You are, huh? You are, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But that's my card. You're in effect eschewing the basis of consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Right? This guy, like... Whatever, I don't need that card, huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? Find me a really rare card. Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain rare cards. Come on. What if we take this to, what's his name? We take this to, Will. Let's see. We can't really go anywhere else. So outside Studio 2. Slide. Go inside the trailer. Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Well, I had to arrange some stuff. The girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, she's the same... Is she even the same person as before? Nope. She's the same as always. Same as always. Let's present her the card. You know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Oh. Wait! That's it! That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am, but I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me. Trade with you? Trade cards. I'm gonna trade you a rare, ultra rare premium card. Aha! There we go. Now I got the ultra rare premium card. And there she goes. I remember when I used to get, like, overhyped for cards like that when I was a kid. Employee area. Into the dressing room. There we go, Cody. Let's see what you got. Yeah, so wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please, you gotta give it to me! I've never seen you so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Let's talk to him. What happened? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah? Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Oh, this might get some information out of him yet. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess you're judging him based on his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. Being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him here too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me, what's your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is? Will Power's acting. Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers. Whoa, that's totally hardcore. Calling me hardcore? What else do you like about him? Tell me I have to keep this act up. His fighting skills. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album. All the pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. Now let's take a picture when the Steel Samurai lines the final bow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. Perfect collection. Check this out, my new digital camera. Got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Oh, she's giving us the scrapbook. Oh, he's giving us the scrapbook. What did you see? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so the old lady wouldn't see me. I kind of got lost though. I was in there for maybe about half an hour or so. And I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear. Just like always, one shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. Sure enough. The director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. So, the only person that could have been Will Powers. Gumshoe? Ah, great. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. So we have the... Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. That's all I wanted to hear. I'll see you in court then. Okay. This is actually a pretty cool thing, like... I don't know. I kind of like these old games where it's like point clicks and visual novels, because you really have to think about, and especially this one where you have to think about like how they managed to get away with it, or how they managed to pull off the crime. Okay, so this is the 19th. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why don't you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even happier. Phoenix. Client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. No time for dead people jokes, please. Going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers here is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. I already found it, what the evidence is. The costume didn't fit whoever was wearing it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Alright, Mr. Edwards, your opening statement. An unexpected fact has come to attention in court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today I would like to shout and say it had nothing to do with the murder. Salmonella to the stand. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai, noob. ROFL. Salmon off. I'm a director of television. We're at Global Studios the day of the murder. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court's events. Let's see, I was at the studios from around 9 in the morning. During the morning, I was doing an action run-through. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting with the studio in the 2, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were into the meeting about 4. Until the meeting, pretty sure no one left the chairs. Alright, let's look at this cross-examine. The employee area? That's right. I was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? There's a security guard lady who was watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the... What time? T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting, so I ended up skipping lunch. Let's see. What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. I was just wondering what. I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him. Alright, let's keep on pressing him. Yeah, it's in your 3 hours. During the morning, I was doing an action run-through. Why did it take so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else... So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? Must have been tough. Yeah, it's a little contradictory. Mr. Manila. What you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Apparently a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry you to me with the grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one more. There we go. There we go. Press harder. Wait a second, Mr. Mallon, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you know the court you ate a T-bone steak during that break? Well, I guess we did take a little break. There we go. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Alright. What's Edgeworth so happy about? Yeah, we took a break. It was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13. That's only 13 in phase 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit a murder and screw you one. It's only time enough to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Let's see, let's press him. What time did you take this break? I'd say it was from 2:30 or so until 2:45. But it was only 15 minutes. 13 in phase 12. Look at my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry. Divas is his place. Producer. Did he eat a T-bone? That's quite a few. Yeah. Why is that? It's impossible for anyone to go to Studio 1. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Let's see. What time did he say? 2:15. I claim it and I claim it around. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial's over. Found his exact time during the meeting. Within 15 minutes, the murder is certainly a possibility. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? Look at the court record. Court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen. True, the break came right after the time of death. However, the path from there was... great. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Fuck. Given the size of the none other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. Witness. Okay, so this is where they're gonna bring in the kid. A witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Alright, I see the 10-minute recess. So we're gonna talk to the kid, bring him in. The only thing we have is his scrapbook. For one of the alibi as a trailer. Don't get me wrong, I'd never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. But I was wrong. That's all there is. And what's gonna happen to me? It's kind of... seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, you will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Here are the children everywhere, after all. Alright, you. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This is once for the kids. Let's do it. Kinda weird that they're letting a 10-year-old testify, but never mind. Actually, they do let kids testify in court. But I don't know if it would be in for a murder. He doesn't even fit over the stand. A box for him to stand on. One of those donut crates should do. Well, the witness stated his name and grade in school. Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get that feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you are speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. Got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gus with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edward preferred. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like the special permission as possible. Wait, you saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day in the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Ow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get to the studio, so I went home. The defense may begin this cross-examination. Be gentle. You remember you're talking to a child. So... What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kinda far away. It's being awfully vague. Let's see,
Objection!
Fuck. That was a bad thing on my part. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Wait, can I use this? Cause he... If you had your camera, you mean you weren't your camera then? Okay, I think I can, Yeah, you say you always carry the thing. Cody, what did you said? Well, it seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? That's the first time I've seen it. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, was I putting too much on pressure? What's this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of like a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? Let's see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on trips to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he is a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? Got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. Did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify with the court where you were too busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules. Okay, I gotta press him on. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No! Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was kinda too busy watching the Steel Samurai. Yeah, let's look. Ba-ba-ba. Ah, shit. Let's see. What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense I kinda got scared, so I went straight home. So why didn't you use it? Get into that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, the Steel Samurai brought justice to him. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, a samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness clearly stated what he's... There we go. As you know as well I do, he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murder uses a samurai slap. There we go. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the samurais fight. But you missed the most important part. Killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Show evidence. Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? Was he watching the dress rehearsal? He was watching something else. He missed the climax because he was looking at something else, probably. He couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it.
Objection!
He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. Show evidence. Let's see, I'm trying to think.
Take that!
Damn it. The monkey head? Here's my proof. Fuck.
Take that!
Ah, how am I gonna do this? Why wouldn't he watch, he couldn't watch it.
Objection!
Ah, son of a bitch. Why wouldn't he watch? He was watching something else. Okay, I'm trying to think. Would it be his,
Take that!
camera? There it is, the camera. He's still learning to use it. The witness says he recently received the camera. He wasn't familiar with its operation. Correct. Why would Cody be looking at somewhere else at such the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. There we go. Now I got it. Bullseye. What's the problem, Paulus? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there's no way he could stand and watch their... Cody, there was only one reason you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But just having received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Welcome to the real world, kid. Okay, let's see. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything else to... Let's see, the only thing I can really, When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground in the Steel Samurai. And that's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have, once I got that lens open. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. Yeah, I took a picture. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Objection!
There we go. Cody. You got him on his scrapbook. Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always wanted to take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called A Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way! Mr. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And that, what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking right now is right. Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is. Please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he risked his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could have been defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Ah! Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen him cry. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow! I love how over top this can get. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what is going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. Error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim, don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying this man was the victim, Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the accident run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Had Mr. Hammer just gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, and he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, the photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man. If you're gonna look at me like that. No! Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. It isn't decisive as evidence. Sorry, this doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back. Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. Yeah, Your Honor. May I see that photo once more, please? Okay. Find the inconsistency. I think it's here. You seem to lack more confidence than usual. This is at Studio 2.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? May I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. It's hard to see, but it looks like a number 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Huh? What's also this about? Please explain so that I may be shocked through this court. I use a studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonell's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in the actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones who had access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in between, corresponding with the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was at Studio 2. The person at that security, Miss Oldbag, saw the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Oh, you have proof. Give me proof that the victim... I don't have proof. Let me see. Proof? Uh-oh. Pretty sure I don't have anything like that. The photo? Or the murder weapon? Oh, the sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? I want to check the bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on the bottle. suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hatkins has revealed new possibilities in this case. Yes, Your Honor. The homework find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Oh, God. The trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. This is a long, long trial. Okay, October 19th. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe we should take your career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go and make our final investigation. Okay, let's think. So, somebody's working with the old lady. Oh, Maya's back. Well, I think we got a pretty idea who did it. Now I just need a motive and proof. On the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days, pretty much. The old bandbag sure is quiet today. You know, it's really quite peaceful like this. I think her guard's down. You eat, you die. She's alive. I was wondering about the producer, Dee Vasquez. So she always gets her way. She's bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Sal, he's a soft pushover. He does whatever Vasquez tells him to. No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer. Mr. Poor Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop to so low. It's impossible. Okay, let's check. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left here to go to Studio 2. Man, they're taking forever to move that monkey head. Oh, it's D. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hi. I'm watching the clouds. That's apparently all she had to say. The killer wasn't Mr. Powers. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm getting tired of Steel Samurai. Oh my god, she's getting so pissed over the TV show. Let's talk to Mr. Hammer. Knight, how you doing? How you doing tonight, Knight? Let me give you a shout out. How you doing, Knight? What were you playing? Knight. Robber. How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good one. So let's ask about Mr. Hammer. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Hello? There we go. Ooh, you're playing Control. Were you playing the DLC? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. Alright. You're doing okay? That's good to hear. If you must talk about that, man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? How's the new DLC with Control doing? Okay. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Still seems pretty messy in here. Okay. How's the DLC? I haven't played... Well, I played a little bit of the DLC. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay. Have you played this night? The Ace Attorney games? Because I haven't played any of these. This is like my first time playing them. Okay, it looks like that's all I could find here. Nothing else. Loving the DLC adds a familiar face. Really? Like I said, I haven't played a little bit, well, I have played a little bit of the DLC. This is actually pretty fun. Let me see, she's not even looking. Da, 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 da. Let me see, I'm trying to figure out how to... Okay, so only other place I can go is outside Studio One and talk to the director. Hopefully I can find him. He said he likes to hang out at the dressing room, if I remember right. The employee area. Guess I'm not filming today. Yeah, the trial will be over. You can... I have played a little bit of the DLC, so I might get back into it. Oh, what's Gumshoe doing here? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Okay, let's talk to Gumshoe. This is a pretty fun game, Knight. I think you would enjoy it. But I have to make a capabilities to make a cursory examination here. Our scientist gave me some testing solution. This reacts to traces of sleeping powers. If there's traces, it'll change color. Testing solution on the plate changed. The fluid in this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Alright, let's look at the investigation. To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cut with hot coffee in it. Talk about burns, pal. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle. Okay, let's look inside here. If the director should be still in here. He'll be back soon. Well, let's examine. Ah, there's where the missing costume is. So let me think. I'm trying to figure out how to proceed through the story. So I've looked everywhere else. So okay, so he should be in Studio 1, right? Oh no, we can't go into Studio 1. So where would the director be? I'm not in the mood for thinking very much. Let me try and think. I'm trying to think, your motherboard comes in tomorrow and you're excited? That's awesome, Knight. Like, be careful when you're putting that thing in. Like, for me, I'm glad I got a pre-built PC. Because I am, like, I would be too scared. It's the last part for you to build your PC. Nice. Alright, could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? You must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Only one day left. Let's make it count. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? He was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Just forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell us about the director? He used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everybody knows the name Salmonella. How do you like the pun, Knight, about Salmonella? Whenever she says jump, yes, how high, that's all. But, okay, it doesn't look like I can show him anything here. Let's see if I can show him this photo right here. the pun. He's the only one who could have been in it, but why would he? You're the medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? In about 3 more years. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Can I show her the photo of Hammer? So outside Studio 1, so I can't go into Studio 1 because wait, can I go into Studio 1? Alright, Knight, have a good lurk. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Present. Okay, we can't show her anything, so we gotta move to Studio 2. Present. This is where Salmon and D. Vasquez are. There's nothing left on the plates. Huh. Let's look at this. That thing's bent. Let's see, let's talk to her. Will she even acknowledge anybody else? What do I have to show her in order to get her to... Let's see. There's a big 2 here. So this is the number in Cody's photograph. So I can't really do anything to... Let's see. Dragon one leg. Guide to the studio. So what do I have to do here? I'm trying to think. Will Hammer or Mr. Hammer? Okay, where would I find what's his name? The director. He's not in the trailer. Let's see, let's move. Trying to figure out what I would do here. She gets pissed off whenever I show her something. But Vicious gets away. Can't really think of anything else to do. I can go and talk to, what's his name? Gumshoe. Let's see, that. Talk about embarrassing. Can't believe I missed out on my first suite. That was kind of impressive in today's trial. Most lawyers would have given up after the director's testimony, but if that had been anyone other but you up there... Okay, it's kind of nice that he's giving me some credit. Oh, it's Penny. There she is. What are you doing here? I was just cleaning up the dressing room. Guess the WP won't be using it anymore, so... Wait, would you have been the murderer? But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. I was wondering if I could talk to you about Mr. Hammer. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. What rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him, and he'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff? I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They're using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Was that part of the film? Let's talk about 5 years ago. Studio 2. That trailer was part of that film set. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed Steel Samurai's death warrant. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to be make kid shows anymore. Wow, Maya seems like really crushed about this. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't the studios that are going to make kid shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How could they just do that? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. The program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Take that!
And this is... a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can finally pry it out of her. What happened here? Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died and it was Mr. Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that is the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer is a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her. She'll talk. Alright, now that we got info... What, you're still singing around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios into what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nicholas. Nichols? Nichols. Penny Nichols. Yes, this is who we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claimed that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof.
Take that!
Here's my proof. What? What is that unblocked bottle spoker? The bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. There we go. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone for T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so this plate is that used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping powder on the plate. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. This old bag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. And what's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. This old bag... Hold on a minute. This old bag... Here, take this. A photograph. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence. And that's why the thing is bent. But how did you get this? was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year photo. Now we take this over to Vasquez. So is that why she seems like so dead to the world? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will. Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Mrs. Old Bag, Nick. Right, anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The what? It's gone strong, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more, inside the trailer. So that's why she wanted, that's why that thing is bent. I don't know if you can see it on my screen, but there's a pipe that's bent. What was it you were talking about? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went south of his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And the thing was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? You murdered him. That's what I meant. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence. Oh, shit. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, isn't it? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. Oh boy, this thing has like... Gumshoe! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Man, are we glad you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chance to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Oy, oy, oy. This thing has more twists and turns than Lombardi Street. Yep, let's save the progress. Alright, this is the last day, so we gotta get powers up and put it on D. The defense is ready, Your Honor. It will be the final day of the trial. Both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. In yesterday's sentence, the defense presented us with a new theory of the case. He claims that The scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I'll call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimony, the truth become clear. There seems to be bet on Ange's name. Well, I mean, it is his name, so... Alright. The prosecution called Miss D. Vasquez to stand. Miss D. Vasquez was a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike meaningless banter. You must pontificate, I will do it when I'm not here. It's so funny to see Edward, like, break his, like, confidence every now and then. Please give your court the testimony concerning the day of the murder. She's guilty, I have to catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp and ended at 4 p.m. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van in Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Well, very well, Miss Wright. Okay, let's think. Here's the cross-examination. I entered the trailer a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Where was this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at noon sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal on the studio, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think between those times. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in a Studio 2 van. We took a 15-minute break in the meeting. When did the monkey head fall? Entered the trailer before noon. The meeting ended at 4. Let's see. There was to be a rehearsal, so we went to Studio 1. You had a 15-minute break. That contradicts with what Sal said. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oh, Edward did the same thing. It's a 15-minute break. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. Okay, so the only thing I can think of that she didn't eat the steak. Ah, fuck. Took a 15-minute break, and 2:30. Found 8 T-bones in front of the trailer. Let me see. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. The witness did not come to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Let me see. Let me think. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Would it be the sleeping pills or...
Objection!
Ha! Just as I thought. There we go. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But as say you did not. What is this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. A plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate outside at the trailer. Yet there were no bones on the plate. The plates were bare. There we go. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. Remember her testimony? I was testing you. Sure, Nick. Sorry. Can I try that one more time? You didn't eat the steak. You took your steak somewhere and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator. There we go. Then what would Ms. Vasquez doing on her break? And as obvious, Your Honor, meeting the Steel Samurai. Are you saying yes, Your Honor? Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai. Then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. There we go. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull here, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You're saying I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Hyperion! Thank you for the raid. How you doing tonight, Hyperion? Da-da-da-da. Hyperion PD. Not much. What are you up to? Ooh, you were playing Hellblade. How do you like Hellblade? Ooh, and my frames are dying. Sorry about that. How are you liking Hellblade? I'm doing good. How are you? Let's have biddle wits, you and I. Any day, Miss Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Ooh, you just finished it? What'd you think? I played that a little bit on my PC, but my PC could barely handle the game without catching fire. It was the biggest mind fuck ever? Yeah, I bet. How could I possibly use a heavy spear? Da-da-da-da. You couldn't, could you? Pretty much anyone would. Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Take that!
There we go. It's broken. I present you my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action run-through, but someone fixed the spear. That was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Like I said, I did enjoy Hellblade. I didn't get to finish it because of my PC can't really handle it. I was thinking about playing on console. Anyway, Hyperion, how you been? It's been a little bit. What are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testing right here, and I will be heard. Again, it's so funny to see Edgeworth, like... It's a really good game. It really is. I really did enjoy it when I played it. I even aware what you're saying. The samurai spear was not the murder threat. Then pray tell what is. How was Hammer killed? I can tell you. Mental illness and psychosis. Yeah, I have seen that. I played another game sort of that has to deal with mental illness and psychosis, and that was Celeste. That's a really good game, but that is hard.
Take that!
Look at this photo. Definitely change your perception. Yeah, like I said, I really did enjoy it. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order, order! If I cannot have order, the child will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident in Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was kept a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? It's happened again! There we go, we got her. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets with Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer himself. Right? Objection. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. There we go, she's starting to crack. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was he not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. How are you then claiming he carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I dispose the body? I bet she had another way of moving it. Da-da-da. And there was a way for you to carry that body. There we go. The very van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! There we go. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella who drove that van. Are you suggesting that Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van, put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget they had plenty of time to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it is as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem like she likely did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't so sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you got no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Don't want to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. Damn. To come so far, only to fail. Yeah, right? As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of this. Wait, what is Edgeworth doing? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does it make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Yeah, why did Edgeworth suddenly, like... Yeah. After all that, Edgeworth, is he on our side now? After finding the body. I was with Sal in the old bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady old bag had quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my scripts and my direction note. Then I went home. I see. She may be acting tough now. Find the key. I was with Sal in the old bag. What time was that? We were to meet at rehearsal at 5:30, so I said it was then. When exactly did you arrive with Mr. Manel at the studio? About 10 minutes before. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put the hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. No? What did I just say? Did I just not say I was not stuffing anybody in the costume? Okay. Let me think. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says, did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You expect me to be calm? Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? You discovered the murdered body and only one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on that one. Well, Ms. Vasquez, logically speaking perhaps, but no one was there thinking very logically. Powers doesn't really stand out. We often let them on the bus when shooting. No one noticed when he was missing. Let's see. Let's check. What was everyone doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence, dead silence. Man. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Old bag, the security lady. Why did security think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. The detective arrested Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have, getting the photo of that detective. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. And I don't think there's anything in there I can use. You asked to be left out? Yes. Seems that everyone was was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it with all those people at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Why would you go back? Your script and direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't have to have them stolen. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression we wouldn't have to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Wait, why is Edgeworth? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Why is Edgeworth putting her on think? Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known the murder before going to Studio 1. Betrayed by your own lawyer. How do you like that? What have you just said? It's a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I'll stand by my statement. However, regardless how the court receives my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. The prosecution is cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you all misunderstood. Oh, not much. Edgeworth is actually helping us. The other lawyer's helping us find holes in this lady's story. Welcome back, Hyperion. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Justice shall prevail. It shall prevail. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Yeah, you didn't know. Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. I have to find something in the paper on this. I was with Sal and the old lady. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. So the only thing I have is the sleeping pills. Let me see.
Objection!
Ah, damn it.
Hold it!
The script in your direction notes.
Objection!
Okay, this is what Miles did. So this is what happens. Let's see.
Hold it!
How did I know? Sal. He told me. Okay, security hold.
Hold it!
Okay, let's think. What can we get her on? I knew Hammer was injured.
Objection!
There we go, we got her. You knew the Hammer was injured. Don't think that's a little funny? Because you weren't there. I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. There we go. We got her on that. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Ah, we got you. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Master Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear from anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Wasn't Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, it was Mr. Hammer who was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume, when Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw him with the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. There we go. Oh, low battery. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have one question for you. Why are the killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it's unclear to this court. Of course I can prove it.
Take that!
This is my proof. The murder photo. This is the photo from before. The photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case is currently up for trial. If you began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall, his fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Deed Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to you, what you say, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain what Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay, allow me to prevent... what would it be? I can only think of this. This is my proof. Ah, shit. Nick, we're so close. There's nothing here that I can find. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer had drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. There it is. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to get me called. No. Don't get this. It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. There we go. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you're abroad in another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Old Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is not natural. It's only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That was a tough one. That is all. The court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to bring me for murder. It's sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because Can get into that sweaty costume and... Yeah, the show got canceled. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Hmm? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. Don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away with it if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been for better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of unnecessary? I only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That is what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, yes. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite the stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Oh, Pink Princess. This is the one that, like, Nick! This is it. This is the new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't this great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I think the world's ready for the real Will Powers. Here we go, guys. Alright, y'all. So, I gotta thank everyone. I gotta thank Hyperion, and I gotta thank Knight for the raids. I really do appreciate it. So, I actually gotta raid someone because I got training tomorrow at work. So, sadly, that was the end of this episode. But I do know who we're gonna go raid. She is on right now. Sadly, we can't stay too long, but we're gonna go raid who is Chelsea. I hope to see you guys there. Hope y'all have a nice night, and I'll see you all later.